Okay, this next exercise right now that we're going to work on is going to be for what I call drawing A. Okay, so this is a very basic AutoCAD drawing. And I'm posting these again for my Monroe Community College class, but also for my ONLC students who might want to learn some basics. And I'm going to show you guys how you go about and work with this. So let me go ahead and pull this up. Here is the objective. This is drawing A. Drawing A is a pretty simple drawing object right here, and what we're going to do is we're going to put this together. So notice that the bottom is actually a straight line. The top is a straight line. And so what you have to do is to get the bottom line, we're going to start at the bottom and work our way around counterclockwise. So starting at the lower left, down here, I'm going to go over here. And this total distance is going to be 6.5 plus 1.5, which is, that's right, it's 8. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start by drawing at 8. And then the next one up here is 4. So going back to AutoCAD, I'm going to start up here like I always do, go up here, start a new drawing, and I'm going to create a couple layers. I'm going to use the AutoCAD.dwt template, hit open, and I'm going to make a couple layers. And I've already gone over this in previous lessons, but you go to layer properties, and this is how you'd go ahead and make these. I'll click here, and I'm going to make one that's called object. And a little shortcut here, I'm going to hit a comma. When I hit a comma, it gives me another line here. So I can go ahead and type them in kind of quickly. And when you hit the comma after each one, it allows you to go ahead and to just go ahead and keep on typing, which I like to do as opposed to going in and having to change it each time, a little faster. And then this last one is white. So those are my three: object, dimensions, and text. Okay. So those are the three that I have there. And since this is a video, you can pause this at any time and kind of watch what I just did. So I'm going to make object my current layer, and now I'm going to rip into this bad boy. So I'm going to start with the line command. So the line command, I'm going to start here, and we said that that bottom line is 8. All right, again, just to refresh our memory, it looks like this. It's 8, and then it goes up 4. So I'm going over here, so I type in 8 and hit my enter key. And then I'm going to pull my cursor straight up. Okay, this is the way, this is called direct distance entry. I'm just pulling my cursor, pointing it, and my hands are, I'm waving my hands around in front of my face right now. I'm just, you don't have to keep your hand on the mouse right now. While you're learning this, you don't have to do that. So then, now I'm going to go over here, I'm going to type in 4, hit my enter key. Now I'm going to zoom in. Now to zoom in, you just wheel your mouse forward. Okay, I'm using the mouse wheel. You wheel the mouse forward or backwards, and then you can hold the wheel down and turn it into this hand icon, and that's called pan. You can pan it around. So all that's right done right on your mouse. Now this next over here tells us it's 1.5 over. So we're going to go over 1.5. Type in, drag our cursor in that direction, type in 1.5. Okay, now going down here, we have to do some math. 4 up here is the overall distance, and then we got to find out the difference between the 4 and this right here. And it tells us here 1.25 plus 1.25 is 2.5. So 4 minus 2.5 is, that's right, 1.5. So going down here, we're going to go down 1.5. So 1.5, boom. Then over in this direction, now this overall dimension is 6.5. Then you have to subtract out 2.75 and 1. So 2.75 plus 1 is 3.75. And then 6.50 minus 3.75 is 2.75. So I'm going over this distance, 2.75. So yes, you have to do math, all right? You actually have to do that. If you want to pull out a calculator and do that, no shame. Now we have to go down this distance, which is 1.25. So we're going to go down 1.25 and then over 1. So then down 1.25 and then over 1. Beauty. And then back up 1.25. You see it goes right back up to this point. That's 1.25. 1.25, boom. And then over in this direction, we said that was 2.75. So over 2.75, 2.75, boom. And then we can use our close by typing in C right here to close it, or I can drag my cursor down to this corner and it gives me an object snap which says endpoint. You can do it either way. When I click there, I end it, and now my line's still going. Well, to end it, you can right click and choose enter, or you can hit your escape key. They both do the same thing. All right, so once I've got that, my shape is now drawn. It looks like that, looks great. So what I want to do now is put my dimensions on. So to put my dimensions on, I change my layer up here to dimensions. I click on the text that says dimensions, not here. If I click on here, holy smokes, I'm in here. Well, you don't want to be there. You just want to go here and you want to click on the word dimensions. Now your current layer is dimensions. So I'm going to put in some dimensions, and to put these in, you just click where the points are. So your first extension line point is here, and this is where you actually have to read what it's telling you. It's asking me what's the second extension line origin. It's up here. So I'll click there and pull it up. All right. So you do that, and then I'm going to repeat the command. Here's something cool I always get. It's like, well, AutoCAD, can't you just do it all over again? Well, yeah, you can. You just have to know the secret. You right-click your mouse. It's right up here. Repeat dim linear. And so we go up here and over to here, and then we go up there. Okay, so we got that. So that is how we do that. And if these are not quite placed correctly, you can move the dimensions. It's not hard. You click on it, and you grab the grip right here, and you pull it down. And you put them where you want to. And these actually want to be connected, okay? A really cool thing about your dimensions, if I click on here, it's like the ring in, and Gandalf's telling Frodo about the ring. He says it wants to be found. Well, so do your dimensions. So you click here, you pull it up, and it snaps to that point right there. Boom. And that's how you can do that. So they actually want to align. You just have to tell them how. So that's how we begin to put in dimensions. I'll just put in one more. The rest of these you guys can figure out. And over here, here's another cool secret. Right now, I'm over here right now, and now read what your command line's telling you. This is where all the gold is. It says specify first extension line origin or, and then inside here, I've actually got less than sign. It says select object, and then it says a greater than sign. So that means whenever you see that, those two brackets right there, the less than, greater than, that means that the option inside there is the default. Meaning if you hit your enter key, that's what AutoCAD will do. So if I hit my enter key, that means instead of picking 2 points, I can just select an object. So I hit my enter key, and now I can just select the object. Boom. And that's a faster way actually to draw these kind of entities. Kind of cool, huh? So I'm going to go back to here and do this again. Click here and pull that right up. 1 click instead of 2. Save some time. And then you want to save it. Let me put some text in first. I'm going to go here, change my layer to text. And to put some text in, I go up here to text, multi-line text. I'm going to click here. I'm going to pick 2 points. I click a point here, and I click a point here. And I'm going to type in all caps, D-R-A-W-I-N-G-A. And then when you're done typing, you can either click on this X to close it, or you can click outside here. Either one works, and then you're good to go. And that is how you would make drawing A. I'm going to show you how to do drawing C next, but that's the basics. You want to do all the dimensions, by the way. Don't hand it in like this. Get all the dimensions in. And that's it. And so thanks for watching. And this is Tom Brennan with the Brennan Method.